Hello.
Hi, everyone.
I think it's a little dark in here.
Yeah, it's a little dark.
It is.
Yeah.
So good morning. We are coming live this morning from Rome, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a beautiful few days. We had the most amazing show in Chicago this past weekend at Yarncon. So we are just kind of hunkered down for a few days.
I know, it's been nice.
It has been nice. I kind of slept in a little bit this
You
morning.
did. You never sleep in.
Well, we were supposed to get up and go walk, but I think with our time change, because, we went from Central to Eastern time zone and, lost an hour plus driving all day.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to get up and go walk this morning. I was just like, I can't do it. And then I stepped outside for a second.
It was chilly.
It was chilly.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, no, I am staying in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So
we can go tonight.
Yeah.
Or this afternoon.
This
Whatever.
afternoon.
Yeah.
So good morning. Hey, Katrin. Good
Hey.
morning. Margie's on Instagram.
Oh.
I see Margie. Margie's been at home running the shop.
I know.
So we are here in the kitchen, which was kind of like a good spot. Because we were turning the other way, the light was so bright coming in, like you really could see us.
Yeah.
But Emily has an aunt here, and she offered to let us stay in between
the two shows.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Deborah. And so then she had something that come up, one of her friends.
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of left the house to herself.
I know. And we're dog sitting.
We are dog sitting. And I'm loving it. I love dogs.
I know you do. I can tell. I do too. But you really love them.
I've been feeding them and taking them outside and making sure they do their duty. And, you hear
there they are.
There they are. We made them stay outside while we were going live. Yeah, and then Rosie slept with me last night.
Yeah, you told me that.
It was so sweet. She came and she's like a little Cocker Spaniel, I think.
Yeah,
maybe?
some kind of Spaniel, yeah.
And she's like jumping, and I'm like, okay, hold on, let me get you in the bed. And then you came downstairs, and then they
jumped out.
I was like, put her back in bed, but she came back to bed a little bit later. And then she kind of just snuggled in with my legs down at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I woke up in the middle of the night at one point, and I was like trying to feel to see if she's still down there, and she was. So we're having just a great time.
Yes.
Relaxing. Yesterday afternoon, we went into town, went to the grocery store. Since I'm dieting and trying to eat better, and when we're on the road, like sometimes I know in the past, like we thought we had to eat every meal,
right?
And you just get stuffed. You're miserable.
Yeah.
And so we try to like keep it down to one meal. And so we went to the grocery store.
One big meal.
Yeah.
We're not, yeah.
Yeah. So. Like we kind of like have like a little small. We have breakfast.
Yes.
Which sometimes might
be a muffin.
Yeah. But definitely coffee.
Definitely coffee.
Yeah. So we went to the grocery store and we got shrimp and salad, and then some salmon and salad. So last night we had shrimp and salad. It was so good.
It was really good.
And then tonight we're gonna have salmon. So good.
I know.
But y'all, we had an amazing show this past weekend at Yarncon in Chicago. And when we were driving to Chicago, or maybe it was when we were actually driving from Chicago to here, and like a lot of times we get in the car and Emily's knitting, but then she'll like take a break and then we just like talk. It's hard for me to talk while she's 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. And I'm like,
well, this pattern is that I'm working on. I should be finished tonight. There's like 600 and something stitches. By the time I'm done, it'll be like 651. And I don't have to count every row, but there's like one row that I'm like, I want to make sure. I do not want to go back.
Yeah.
And find out where my mistake is in 651 stitches.
Valeria said on Instagram, sure, time change is the reason why y'all slept in today.
Oh, she was on Knit Night last
She was on Knit Night last night. Knit Night got wild last night. We were a hoot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when you're knitting and I can hear you counting, I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna stay really quiet. And after she finished counting, I was like, why do you not just go like 2, 4, 6, 8? She's like 1, 2, 3.
Well, I have to do because then I tried to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. But after you're doing that many stitches, I forget what thing I am. So I'm like, I can't do that.
But we were talking, and we were just talking about, like, you made the statement like this past week, like you love your job.
I do. I love my job.
And I do too. But I was like, what makes it that you really, really, truly love it?
Mm-hmm. And I answered, I just like to see the progress, from where we came from, where we are now, and, our ideas for the future. I think that is probably
the growth.
Yeah.
That's the word you said, the growth. And I got goosebumps right now. Yeah, when you look back, we started in 2019 and we had like a little booth, and we were having little sales and stuff, and we were excited about it, and we knew that we could do more.
Yeah.
But like in the last 6 months, I guess probably the last 6 months, our booth has just really transformed into, I don't know, it's just like, it is great. We had a great, great show this weekend. We kind of, last year we were in the balcony at Yarncon, and we were on one side of the balcony.
And there were other vendors.
And there were other vendors, but I don't feel like that people could really see us up there. And so I'm not for sure if everybody came upstairs.
Right.
This year we were on the other end of the balcony and like a little kind of cubby hole. And it was packed the whole time. People were on the stairs. We were right at the top of the stairs, and people were in a line waiting to get into our booth. It was nuts. And we didn't really I have a few stories. So, it's so busy, we didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. No. And the same thing happened last year. And so this year I was like, let's get some granola bars and put in the booth. And that way, if we need to take like a really quick bite of something, that we could. And so at some point I was like, Emily, I need to get a granola bar. She's like, okay. And I was like, so she was getting me one, and I grabbed it. And then, like we'll have like a lull of like a minute or two before the next wave comes in. And so, the people started coming into the booth, and then I went to Emily. I was like, I don't know where my phone is. And she was like, it's right here. She was like, and I was like, and I was checking, and she was like, you put your granola bar in your pocket.
So I was just like, I think she thought that was her phone and that she left the granola bar, but
probably so, because we use our phone to ring up customers. We have a lanyard around our neck that has our credit card processing. And so I was just like, and I had got a bottle of water, and I had like little bottles of water all over in the carts and stuff, and like behind.
Oh, you did?
I did.
And usually you stole my idea.
And then I had a bottle of water over there behind the yak.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was great. And it's so, I love helping people like figure out what yarn they're going to do for their patterns and stuff. And One funny story, this young girl came into the booth and she was, by herself and she was shopping and I think she got 3 skeins of yarn and she just had her purse and I was like, ma'am, do you need a bag? And she was like, no, I have a boyfriend. Like, oh my gosh, that's so
I know, so cute.
And so I kind of like she walked out of the booth and I kind of like was like looking to see where she went and her boyfriend was sitting in a chair right around the corner and she walked up but he opened the bag and she dropped him in. And I was like, oh, that's the sweetest, like
lots of men walking around with their wives with the bags.
Yeah. Yeah. So many just great, like I love to see what people are doing. Like this one girl came into our booth and she had a ball of yarn that she got. Did she say Belgium?
It was,
I think
so. I can't remember, but it was definitely.
Yeah, I think it was Belgium.
Yeah.
That she had this big ball of yarn and she was like, so I went over there and got this yarn and I was like, man, this is gorgeous. And she's like, I don't know what to do with it. And she's a crocheter. And so anyway, I helped her pick out some yarn and she's like, I have no idea. And it had like little flakes of, I say flakes.
Like bumps in the yarn?
Yeah.
Like
like a thick and thin kind of yarn.
Yeah.
And it had bumps in it. And some were pink, some were purple. And you don't know a person. You don't really know what. So my first instinct was to pick a pink because like, our pinks are just gorgeous.
I know.
Was to pick a pink and then I picked it. She's like, no, I'm not really a pink person. And so then I picked Alexandrite, which is like the purple that was in there. And so she was like, oh yeah, I like that. And so the yarn that she had, the base of it was kind of like a milky kind of brown or beige, but and then it had all these different bumps of color. And so she liked the Alexandrite, which is kind of like a purple, like a pinky purple. And she was like, okay, what else? And I was like, black. And so I picked black up. And well, when I said black, she's like, oh, I don't know. And then I picked it up. She's like, oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Really good.
So she ended up getting the 2 skeins of Jet, which is our black, and 2 skeins of Alexandrite to go
with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
it looks
so pretty.
So good. And then she just like went nuts. She started like, well, I like this, I like this, I like this. And so just really, really great stories when you're doing a show.
Yeah.
And that's the fun part of what we do.
Yeah, that's fun. And then just seeing what they're knitting, because like some of the patterns, I'm like, oh, I have to add that to my library. And so that's always fun.
And then we always like wherever we go, like it's all about the food too. Like where are we going to go eat?
Yeah.
The first night we went and ate at a place. Oh, okay. She said, hi, y'all. Oh, messing with the camera, aren't I? Yes, we are coming to DFW this year. Yes, we will be at DFW. We are so excited. So we went and ate at this place called The Perch. And it's on Division Street in Chicago. And it was like maybe 3 or 4 miles from where our show was. And lately when Emily and I go and do a show or we're eating out or something, we'll just order a couple of appetizers and then kind of share it because we always want
we want to try everything.
Yeah. So we went into this place called The Perch and since my episode in Seattle about my truck almost getting towed, I am very apprehensive about where I park now. And so when we got there, of course I don't have the trailer anymore, but parking was really kind of tight. And I found a spot. It didn't say I couldn't park there, but it was kind of really close to a fire hydrant.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you did. Because like when we were sitting there and I was like, there's a fire hydrant.
Oh.
But I mean, we didn't block the fire hydrant.
No, we weren't blocking it at all.
So anyway.
I mean, I just don't. My mind, I swear.
And so when we went in and sat down, I asked the lady, and I said, "Can we sit outside so I could watch the truck?" And I was like, "Is it okay if I park there?" And
because there wasn't a thing. There wasn't
No.
a sign like to pay because we had credit, like we had paid for parking the night, or was that was a different night?
Yeah, that was the next night.
But yeah, we couldn't find anywhere to like.
Yeah, so I think it was okay, but we were in there about an hour.
Yeah.
But the appetizers we got it was filet sliders, and so it was steak.
Yes.
And and they didn't even ask like we wanted medium or whatever.
No, it was perfect.
That was perfect. I mean, like it was like you could have cut it with a fork or butter knife or whatever. So good. So we got sliders, and there were 3 of them, and then we got shrimp. And then we got Brussels sprouts. Emily and I love Brussels sprouts. Love Brussels sprouts. And I know, like, you're like, ugh, they're so good.
So good.
And then we got croquettes. And those were really good. And so we just kind of like made like a little plate. And we ate all of it.
Yeah, there was nothing left.
It was so good. And then the next night we went to a little pizza place around the corner from where the show was. And that was good. We got an Airbnb that was a mile and a half from the show.
Yeah. So nice.
So nice. Like we didn't even have to really worry about traveling that much. She said, I started to shawl today with the minis I purchased from y'all last year. We'll see y'all there. Yay.
Nice.
So anyway, we just had a really, really great time. Emily has Ronnie's sweater that she made for her husband Chris, and it's using our sport weight. And so we were like, "Hey, can we borrow the sweater?"
Yeah, I know. Is this this?
I'm not for sure what the front and
I know.
I mean, I put it on the
really
mannequin.
Cannot tell where her joint is at all. Anyway, so is it okay? There we go. So that's.
And what's the name of this pattern?
It's called Hide and Peek
by Max the Knitter.
Lots of people looked at this.
Yes, and so this is using our sport weight yarn, Delta Sport. And there was one lady, I think she bought yarn twice from our booth of the Delta Sport. And then she sent her friend back the next day to get more.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. Yes. And she bought this color.
She did.
The Iolite.
So we had a lot of people purchasing sport yarn this weekend. We also had a lot of people. This is the design that I created. It's called Candy Hearts. I've got that
so
cute.
Down, cute.
It's called Candy Hearts. This is using the DK minis, and this is one size. This is the smaller size, and then that is the larger size. So the pattern is on Ravelry. It is called the Candy Hearts Cow, and I put it on Ravelry, and people have been buying patterns all weekend because they saw.
Yes,
they saw it, and
lots of different color sets, even with the minis. So.
What you sold a few to people?
Yes, one of them is our new collection that's out, the Fuzzy Peach, and they got gypsum to go with it. So I think that'll look really good.
Yeah.
And then somebody got the Winter Solstice. I can't remember what the main color they got though was. Oh, they just got the pearl.
The pearl.
Yeah.
I like the inside too, not the like where the ties are, but the inside is really kind of cool too. Really kind of cool.
Very nice.
So that was exciting, and such a people were like, "Oh my gosh, I love this pattern!
I love this pattern," and it's so fun.
It is. So anyway, that is on Ravelry. Finally, I got it uploaded the other night in Chicago. Another huge hit at the show was I finally finished. Well, I did finish it a while back, but I actually got it blocked.
Yeah.
This is Autumn Embrace by Callie Monster. and it has a lot of cables. Let me show up a little
It
bit
looks
closer.
so good.
It has a lot of cable stitches, but they're just like one over. It's not like you're doing like a whole bunch of like holding it and I didn't even have to use a cable needle.
Here. Is this part of it?
Here,
okay.
Here, and no, not there.
Okay.
But right there. And even
so
down
pretty.
here too.
Oh yeah.
And so the whole pattern was charts, and I really, I used to be like terrified of charts. But this was so easy pattern to
I think
read.
I would probably, in this, with so much going on, I would prefer a chart too.
Yeah. And every chart, like it would be, the chart would be like this much, and sometimes it would say repeat this chart or whatever. And then I was excited to get started on the next chart. It's like, oh, what's the next chart going to be?
Yeah.
So I really liked this design, and I sent her a picture of it, and she was like, "Oh, you got to post it so I can repost it on her page," and she did.
Nice.
So I've picked out another one of her patterns.
Yes, you have.
It's called Shellabrate.
Yes.
Is that right? Shellabrate. SHELLEBRATE.
Let me see if I can find it really quick.
Oh, she says, I love that pattern. It is easy. And you can make it larger. You probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I didn't do it. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know though. Like if you like your stitch count, I'm not really for sure. But there's another pattern that, because we kind of looked at a few of our other ones, because I enjoyed making it so much, and I found one, and it's called Shellabrate. Are you finding it?
Yeah.
I think it was on that first page.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back. Where is it?
It's on the left, right? Is it right over there somewhere?
Maybe I should just type it in. Now my page looks different.
It's on the first page up at the top.
Is
Wait, there it is right there.
This?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's right. So it's, uh-oh. What is going on? Okay. It's that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it in the yak. I just can't decide what colors to do. And so our trailer is here, and I went and I've been digging around. This is our sunstone. It's more orange. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
And then this is our rhodolite, which is a pink.
Yeah, really like.
Yeah.
Pretty pink. Kind of like your shirt.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love her patterns. I got a whole folder Kelly Monsters she came out with yesterday's. You spin cycle, very pretty. I know I saw that one too. No, I think I just can't decide, but I really like. I might even do both, or maybe Emily might do one. I don't know.
Because I have to finish this one.
So anyway, I can't decide. We have some purples. It's way deeper into the trailer, and I can't get to it. But I think I might do a purple and a pink and a black. I'm not really for sure. So, since I have blonde hair now, I've been reading about like the colors I should wear. And pinks, purples, emerald green. I have nothing emerald green. I have nothing.
Well, no, you wore a shirt a couple weeks ago to church that had green.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. So, and then my eyes are blue, and everybody's been saying that my eyes are popping more with my hair being blonde. Yeah. So, so this coming up weekend, we're going to be at Georgia Mountain Needle Arts Festival in Ellijay, Georgia. And then the next weekend, we're going to Maryland for Maryland Sheep and Wool. We are doing the pop-up trunk show the Thursday and Friday, which is Yarn Centric. You can still get tickets, I think, if you go to Yarn Centric. And but while we're up there, we're going to go shopping.
We are. I'm really excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I want to get some new shirts.
Yep.
So what are you working on over there in your back? We've been knitting. Last night
I should finish this tonight. I'm like really, really. I have a little bit. So it's actually this way, and I took it off of my needles for the show. Let me see if I can just pull this a little bit. There's the point, and then we can make sure it doesn't fall off. So it's more like this. Can we do that?
Yeah.
And so I'm using the chariot as this background color up here, the pinky, and then the bronze. And these are our winter solstice minis.
And that was our January collection. This is so pretty. And this is who's the designer?
Melanie Berg.
Melanie Berg.
Slowly Drifting.
Slowly Drifting.
Yes.
She just released this like in January or February of this year. Yeah. So it's really.
I know,
really
and it's been fun, but now it's like.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to do something different.
Yeah, we're really having fun picking out patterns and putting them in the booth. We had so many people come out of the booth at Yarncon and say, "I love y'all's booth." Like. All the designs and the shawls, and so many ladies came in and was like, I want to get Yarn to do all of these.
I know.
They're like, I can't pick which one I want to do. So that was like really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have I've kind of been like in between a few things. I
was happy when I saw what you were working on today.
Yes.
This morning.
So y'all might,
because it's almost done,
remember maybe that I was working on this shawl a while back, and it's Brioche Delicious by Andrea Mallory. It is brioche, and I kind of put it down, I think, when we were working on our sweaters. And am I in the middle? Oh wait, I'm twisted all
up. There you go.
So
pretty. I love it. And that's sapphire.
Yes.
Okay.
Sapphire and maybe mud pie.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm got like a few more rows of garter, and then I have to start the next brioche section that I'm using. Teffet.
Okay.
Teffet.
That's gonna look so good.
For me, this is kind of a mindless knit because the brioche is just
straight.
There's no increases, no decreases. It's really easy, and so that's what I'm working on.
It looks good.
I know. I'm like, so I've got a few things that I'm trying to get finished up. And then I got a few patterns that I've been creating that I've kind of put on the back burner because we were so busy getting ready for these 3 shows that it's been kind of hard to just focus. But hey, I got to show y'all this. So I'm letting my hair kind of grow out a little bit. But when I'm working outside in the yard, or if I'm just get hot, it gets hot on my neck, and then I'm like, oh, I want to get it cut off, but I'm like, no, I'm kind of wanting to let it grow longer. So I found these little clips on Amazon.
I think it's your favorite thing right now.
It is. I love them. So I got them on Amazon, and I have thin hair. And so it's hard sometimes to find a clip that will work, and then you have those little claw things and you put them in there. And so I wore this the whole time we've been driving.
Yeah, I know. And it doesn't slip out. It doesn't slip down.
No, it holds it really good. And so like this part right there fits against my head right there, and it's not poking me.
Right.
I love these things. I have them in all of my bags now. I have them everywhere. But you get six of them, I think, for like $12.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very cute.
I know. Because like most of the time, like if I need to pull my hair up, I would just put it in a hat.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Now you don't have to look like,
like a
you
boy
can,
or
you
something.
can still look very stylish with your clips.
I know. I can like do it up and
Yeah.
So anyway, we've just been having a great time. It's kind of a little cloudy here today. But it's still beautiful. There is a pool.
But it's cold.
It is cold. I stuck my feet in it yesterday.
Yeah.
But Emily and I got in the hot tub last night.
We did.
And it was a full moon.
I almost fell asleep.
I know. I saw you. I was like, we better get out before she falls asleep. But it was nice. We were going to get up and get in the pool in the hot tub this morning, but it was chilly out there. It was a little chilly last night, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But we're going to go get pedicures today.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was thinking? As long as I've known you, we've never went and had a pedicure together.
We haven't.
Like,
there's a new step in our relationship,
Judy.
I
know it is. Like, we were actually going to sit side by side and get our toes done.
I know.
I mean, like, that is special.
That is pretty special.
I need a pedicure. Bad. What are you looking at? You're looking at your pedicure?
I'm looking at my toes.
What color are you getting painted?
I don't know. I'm not like a big bold, It'll probably just be like something light, I don't know. Maybe.
I have to tell you, like, I didn't start getting pedicures until maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because there just weren't that.
Right.
Like, there didn't used to be
so many places
to go and get it done and stuff. But I think I was at a baseball game or something, and I heard one lady talking about, oh, I went and got a pedicure and da-da-da-da. And I was like, maybe I need to do that. So I went and did it, and I kind of got hooked. I wouldn't say I was a high maintenance person, but going and, having a pedicure, to me, that's nice. Yeah. I enjoy it. So it'll be exciting to go.
It will be. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Yeah, the one that we picked out, this place that's here in Rome, they do like the hot stone massage, and Emily's like, I want the work. So I was like, oh goodness.
Yep. Do it all.
Yeah. So what else we got to do today? We're going to kind of work in our trailer.
We got to eat.
We do have to eat. Are you hungry?
I am hungry.
I ate a slice of banana bread.
Yeah, I should have done that.
So we will be headed to Georgia. Not Georgia. We'll be headed to the next Fiber Show, which is the Georgia Mountain Needle Arts Festival that is in Ellijay, Georgia. We'll be setting up Thursday. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I know some of our customers are going to be meeting us there and going, dinner. And having dinner with them. And so that'll be really exciting. It's so good when we see the people that we see virtually, when we see them in real life. Tina, that lives in Chicago, she came to Yarncon.
And then she came back the next day,
came back the next day. And so it's just, and so we met Tina last year for the first time. And then she came back again. And
she brought us snacks again.
She did. She brought us some snacks. So that was good. And then she came back Sunday, and it was much calmer and slower. I'm not going to say slow. Well, it was slower.
Yeah.
And so we got to visit with her a little bit more, and that was nice. Yeah. So, and then we're going to get to see, several, and so this show at Georgia, we've done, this will be our 4th year, I think.
Okay.
Isn't that right? Or 3rd year?
This will be my 2nd year.
Okay, so then we've only done it 3 times.
Okay. Because I don't remember who came with you the first time.
Wanda.
She did? Okay.
Yeah. So, 3 times. So, all right. What else do we got to talk about?
I don't know.
Anything? No, we should write all the stuff down.
Well, we're on not vacation. We're working, but then we don't have our whiteboard.
Yeah.
And we really don't. I don't even think we can fit anything else in the trailer. Not even the whiteboard.
I know.
We have it packed. But it's a really good. Judy does really good. She's got a system. I just get it ready, and
she lines it up at the back of the trailer. I'm like, okay, I need this next, and then we had something that was left. She's like, oops, we forgot this. Yeah. I was like, just stick it on the side. It'll be okay. But we have laughed so much this trip.
I wish I could remember the other day what we were laughing so hard about. I cannot remember it.
Yeah, we have.
It was probably something we might not even want to talk about on.
Probably not.
Because I don't. It was so funny. I mean,
yeah,
crying funny.
I have become such. I'm a jokester. I like to, make people laugh.
Yeah.
And so when we were at our Airbnb, I just was like silly the whole time. And the first morning we were getting ready for the show, like it was the morning of the show, not the and I was there only one bathroom.
Yeah.
And so we were having to kind of take turns in the bathroom, brushing your teeth, fixing your hair or whatever.
Yeah.
And I went and fixed my hair, and I was like, man, my hair looks really good today. She's like, oh, let me see. And so I walked around to her bedroom door, and I was like, how you doing? She was like, don't make me laugh.
I put my mascara on. I'm like, oh no, we're gonna have a major catastrophe.
So just being so silly and just having fun. We were trying to watch TV the other night, and we always end up on Friends, and Friends is so funny.
It is. It's hilarious. I mean, and it's good that we pick that a lot because they're like 25 minutes or whatever. Yeah. And if we get tired, we're like, okay, this is the last one.
Yeah.
We're not involved in a movie or like a series that's going to be like, you have to stay up and watch the next one.
Right.
So,
also we sold a lot of our Christmas Advent and Halloween boxes this year. People were coming into the booth and we were telling them all about it. So those are on the website. 12 Days and the Life of a Yarn Goddess is our Christmas Advent. It is half skeins, and people have been asking about the colors. The colors are going to fade into the next one, kind of like our Christmas box did last year, but they're going to be in half skeins of 50-gram skeins.
Yes, and sock or DK.
And then our Halloween box is a bag of tricks, and they're going to be tricks and tricks. And the tricks will be, some, like I always go back to our first Halloween box, which was Trick or Treat, which is kind of about the same.
Yeah.
But some of the tricks was like one of them, like that I really remember is the nasty tasting jelly beans.
Yes.
There were some good tasting jelly beans and some yucky ones.
Yeah.
But then
you didn't know what you were getting.
Right. You just had to eat it.
Eat it.
Oh, yeah. And then your fingers would stink because some of them were like nasty. But then we're going to have like a lot of little items that will be great tricks to help making your knitting more
like even better, easier.
Yeah.
So.
And then there will all be some candy and goodies.
Oh, yeah.
And then also a t-shirt.
And the yarn in that one is you'll get enough yarn. I mean, I know that
Telly Bee.
Yeah, she comes out with a Halloween cowl or every Halloween. So it'll have enough yarn to make that.
But you can do whatever you want to.
Yes, you can do whatever. And is that also in DK too?
Yeah.
Just
sock and DK.
Okay.
We have sock and DK on that. And so you can choose it. And so I think her pattern is typically has been fingering weight.
Yes.
So you can choose the fingering weight to do her pattern, but if you're like, yeah, I don't think I want to do a cowl, I just want to do the DK yarn, so you can do that. But make sure that, if you're going to get this order, you get it ordered before June, because we're probably going to cut them off at that point, because we have a very busy summer. Emily has a grandbaby coming.
I do. I'm so excited.
The 1st of July. And so I feel like I'm going to lose her for a few weeks.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Or I'll have to be back and forth a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm so excited.
I know. And so how long? Yes. So they will be up until probably like maybe the end of June.
I think that's what I was going to say.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere right in there. Because then you'll just be getting back from a mission trip. July's not really busy, but then we're going to be gone a good bit in August.
Yes.
So
we have Flock Fiber Festival the 1st of August. We also are going to be doing a trunk show in Fort Collins at my sister Knits.
I know.
The week after Flock. We're also going to be going up to Vancouver for a few days after the Flock Fiber Festival. And then, so we have a really busy fall season. And so we are going to have to be dyeing our minis in July.
Yes.
And not the minis, all of the yarn for
the boxes.
And stuff. So make sure you get your orders in for that. All right, I think that's it.
I think that is.
And then we'll get off and be like, oh, man, we forgot to talk about.
We didn't get our waypoint.
I know. This coming weekend is Local Yarn Shop Day.
It is.
And we are not going to be at home. But we will be in Georgia.
Yes. But if you are, go to your local yarn shop, support them.
For sure. I see so many yarn shops closing all the time, and it's just hard. And especially, with there being fiber festivals and us doing fiber festivals, I can understand sometimes people will want to go to the festivals to see the yarn, feel the yarn, see the projects. And so sometimes the local yarn shops kind of get left out.
Right.
So make sure that you go and support them this weekend.
Yes.
I know that we have been sent several free patterns from some of the companies that we work for, because we do have a yarn shop. We're not going to be there.
Right.
So yeah, make sure you go out and support them and check and see what they have. Because I know they'll have a lot of specials. We had a local yarn shop at our shop before we left.
Yes.
But all right, I think that's it. What else?
Look, the sun's coming out.
It is. Are we going to go put on our bikini and get in the pool later?
No, it's still too cold.
Yeah, it is cold. It is really cold.
I didn't bring a swimsuit at all.
I didn't either.
We got in the hot tub because it was chilly. We got in the hot tub last night with our leggings and t-shirt.
I know. And then they're starting to get the air bubbles in my t-shirt and my pants. I was like, what is going on? Yeah. And so it's so nice. Like we're gonna have salmon and salad tonight.
I know.
We got to go get our pedicures now and get
a
bite to eat.
Yeah.
So you all have a great week. Thanks for joining in and watching. And we will have our podcast next week. We will be in Baltimore.
Yes.
So make sure to join us. And then also our knit nights. We were here last night on our knit night, and
we sat outside.
Nice. And we were knitting, and it was great. It was fun. So next week we will be in Baltimore. We have an Airbnb in Baltimore, and so with our knit nights, it's more personable, more and we get to talk about stuff.
Just our day and
our crazy
life.
Yeah. So all right, thanks for watching, and we will catch y'all next week.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye. I don't
Stop.
There it goes. I'm still not stopping.